Ha! Gotcha! 3 dog here. How everyone do?
Flower and bloom.
Is it working? Question mark?
Walking funny isn't a crime.
You're listening or watching Feyrud News Radio? Alright, we're gonna go with it. Feedback on the microphone. Capture card seems to be working.
You have my word.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go for it. But I'm also going to continue to eat my food.
Maybe a few dead cats.
What now?
The broadsheet's gone to pot ever since I left.
Have a lot on my mind and, well, in it.
Just a dead cat. Maybe a few.
Lost in thought.
Bit of caution never hurt.
No rest for the wicked, I see.
What a day.
Charmed, I'm sure. On my way.
Invisibility.
What a charmer. be worth a look. Me?
Nice and quiet now.
Have the fucking microphone muted, of course.
Trust no one.
I'm breaking everything tonight.
Yes, let's.
Don't want to think about where my eye is itching.
How delicious.
Welcome back, everybody. Sorry about how the whole
No one
mishap
back home
bullshit
will ever
started.
believe this.
I will remember not to fuck with audio cables while the software's running next time. I thought the displacer beast could turn invisible. I guess not.
Watch your back.
Alright, the Starian still has his correct hit.
You sought a fight, and now you have.
Quite ready for you.
Oh, somebody hears Daddy downstairs. He doesn't get to hang out down here very often. It's been a thing more lately. He wanted to come down.
I'd love to, thanks.
shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times. Is that blood? No, never mind.
No, we're not going downstairs. No. I don't know if it's gonna branch off into different targets right now. Nope, no it didn't. That was a fun
Witching
waste.
hour. The lance board is set.
That one wasn't.
Good move.
I've missed this.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
Oh, come on, let me get in there. Stupid. What a waste. I need to get down in there though. It just doesn't seem to be working as the displacer beast. Why, hello.
This is my happy place.
Come on. Right next to it. What's up? Well, we're gonna put the chair. I guess we're gonna put the chair right there. Had to be done. Alright. Now it's everybody's favorite girl. For time to finish beating the shit out of her. Hey. Done.
That's it.
Like
Tactical.
it makes me question why. Like, why am I using anybody else? Do I really need anybody other than Karlach? Damn it. Talk shit, man. Fuck up. Whatever. Still wrecked.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Surprise, Felogyr. Damn it.
Survival is all that matters.
How do I just really wanna. Oh my god. You know, I've spent so much time thinking about spells and all that other shit in order to try to shove them off. I never thought about just shooting, even though it didn't work. Cool story, bro. Well, now you know that it is possible to put a sheep to sleep. Look how peaceful it looks. Cool. Well, now we know something new.
This is gonna feel good.
That guard is counting sheep as a sheep. Sheep beep, I am a sheep. I am a sheep. Oh god help. Oh, it's about to get real.
Over there.
Alright, let's see.
All right, Karlak. It's go time.
Well, Felogyr will definitely die if I do that, but do I necessarily want to spend a key point on that?
Got it.
Only 3 to 18.
Swords meet sorcery. Battle of wits.
Alrighty then. It looks like it is time for the real fight to begin. Taking care of the kitties is, well, especially taking care of medicated
Indeed.
kitties. Love you for it. I don't miss it though. Taking care of Apollo and Lucas at the same time. Just got to be a lot.
Bless these roots.
Yeah, and it's about to get significantly more interesting. All the City Watch decided to join the fight.
As I know.
Can I move you now? Alright, thank you. So Crespo just had his his first time dropping on top of the Bile Titan. I've heard that good times ensued. Yeah, I got a message following that one.
Dance macabre.
Just killed a Bile Titan by landing on it. My guy.
Let's move.
How are they not all aggroed? I don't understand that.
Nothing will stand in my way.
When does this person go in an initiative? Well, doesn't matter. Now it really doesn't matter. Who is the city watch aggro to? It has to be one of them.
Watch this.
Marlac. Got it. Y'all ready
Knees
for
high.
this? Damn it. I was not counting on the second set.
Death is but a word away.
Can you still fly, Gale?
Fancy their chances.
Fuck yes. I've got it.
Where do I go from here? A dull moment. Wonder if the gods are watching me.
Carly, did you manage to see me turn the guard into a sheep and then put the sheep to sleep? Because that's a thing right now. Can I pick the sheep up? No. %100% chance though. Hey. Yes. That was fun. I did try. Come on.
Let me recite their demise.
I guess we'll never know. Kaboom. I don't know if that costs a key point or not. Either way. My girl's about to wreck your shit.
Take you
There's blood in the air.
Flower and bloom as I know you can.
This way.
How are they not all engaged? I don't understand that. Alright, you know what? We are all in the same fight. Whizbangs! Astarion did so well with that shot that the guards that's right in front of him didn't aggro because the guards looking at him are already dead. Like, come on, fam. Really?
Wonder if this is worth the cost.
Right.
What now?
Awaken, little one. Flower and bloom as I know you can.
Oh, I didn't give you permission to stop playing.
I'm heating up. My turn. Count on me.
Awaken, little one. Flower and bloom as I know you can.
I didn't drag in anywhere near as many guards as I really wanted to. Which is really frustrating. Like, I wanted this to be an
Eat it.
all-out fight. That was disappointing.
All right.
I am... Color me disappointed.
What do you want me to do? Arrest the smell?
Alright, well... Wait, how much does that? The hell's in that? Yeah, anyway. Really rather disappointed. Need to find some more, or some other hard combat thing. It would probably make sense to long rest before I did the Steel Watch Foundry. Thinking that that may be a good idea. Come back for those. Alright. Now that that's done, thoughts on what to do. I'm going to save the game. I'm going to hard save it. The Steel Watch Factory. I could get Cazador started. There is a lot to do before that fight. Is in conversation. What?
This is a restricted area. Time to explain yourself, or this guard will be restricting you to a cell.
You can try. Alright. The air elemental is going to attempt to, I don't know, whisper through the wind its way out of trouble here. What would this even sound like? Just whatever, it didn't work. Absolutely. It is something. It's something that you're able to do as well. There's all sorts of ways. Shit. There's even a keybind. No, I'm not gonna use
The
inspiration.
guard is impassive. Your little speech was unconvincing.
It's an air elemental. Well, I guess it's gonna have to go to prison then. Alright, well, the Adventures of Air Elemental has brought it to prison. And I don't actually think I have control of it. I'm gonna go back. We're not done with the Adventures of Karlach's Air Elemental. Can I leave? Alright. Well, they don't give a fuck about it leaving, so. Of course, I can't actually leave. Definitely to my advantage for the door to be open there. Well, anyway.
What are they?
Considering an army of cultists is on its way to cut our throats.
2 Cazadors. I'm okay with that. Wish we could go over there. Oh, hey, there's a chest at
Time
the
to
end.
press ahead.
A walkway here.
Tempers are rising.
Oh, come on.
It's clear
There's
not
steel
everything
watch
you
up
find
here.
is at your disposal.
Or there's... Oh, wait. How did I get out of that? Listen, I'm only here to help people fight the good fight, of course. By taking all of your arrows, blowing shit up with them.
I
Gotta
just need
understand.
The security shouldn't be too tight. A few charmed innocents, maybe.
Alright.
Need something?
I figured he'd have more to say, but... So you unlocked the necromancy of Thay. Did you find what you were looking for?
Yes. No. I'm not sure. I was hoping for something that would let me escape whatever fate Cazador had planned for me. Instead, I found the rite of profane ascension. It grants my kind the freedom to walk in the sun, be free of our hunger, and accrue all manner of powers. All it requires is the sacrifice of a few souls. Souls by scars that look exactly like mine. This rite. It's been Cazador's plan the whole time. He's going to sacrifice me. And who knows how many others, so he can ascend to all this power. I'm sorry, I might need a moment. This is a lot to take in.
This is the palace of Cazador Zar. Entry is forbidden. Leave now, citizen.
The guard's words are clear, but spoken without thought or intent. Behind her eyes, you see nothing. She must be one of the charmed thralls Astarion mentioned.
I am inspecting the security on your master's orders. Jedi mind trick.
Of course. Whatever the master desires. Enter freely, and of your own will.
Normally I roll in here with a whole hell of a lot more summons. Well, either way. Zar Palace Servant Etiquette. Memorize these rules and do not fail to follow them. Do your jobs silently. Do not speak unless spoken to. The master likes it quiet. If you are not busy, find something to do and look busy. The master likes diligence. If you encounter the master, stand still and cast down your eyes with deference. The master likes to be respected. No whistling. Chamberlain Dufay.
I bet that'll fit in my pack.
Cazador sounds like such a nice guy. It's gotta be worth playing Astarion as an origin. I mean, all the characters have to be worth playing as an origin, and it's something I really haven't done. At least not anywhere near done. Wall of the Faithless. At the core of the Fugue Plains barren ash-gray wasteland stands the city of Judgment with its crystal spire jutting above the streets and the influx of souls. These are godly folk seeking the verdict of those ruling few, their faces hopeful or sullen, their boot heels caked in the mud of perdition. Yet for those who claimed no godly patronage in life, there is only the wall. The wall erected by Merkel, Lord of Bones, to keep those of insubstantial faith from any possible form of peace. See it gored and clawed at by the desperate, flung with fingernails, flecked with smashed skulls. How Merkel enjoys his petty torments. Welcome back. And it's okay. Either way, welcome back. We're going after, well, starting Cazador. Not going to do all of Cazador tonight. It's just not possible. Victoria's list. There are 17 paintings, but sometimes some of them are the same painting. Except that later, sometimes they're different again. There are 17 candelabra. Sometimes I light them, but the candles don't burn down. There are 17 chairs, which is almost always too many. Father says that if I go into the ballroom, I will be bitten 17 times by 17 rats.
Bless us, Master. May we be worthy of you.
Why? Where's the person? So you know
What's the
what
story?
needs to happen right here. Karlak needs her radiant light beat stick.
Everything must be clean. Everything must be perfect.
No time to rest.
We'll start with the Chamberlains, or the Chamberlain suite. Thought I remembered that. Luriana Salvage. Probably butchering that name. Chamberlain's private room key. My darling Dufay. My darling Dufay, despite all your promises that when we went to the afterlife, we'd go together, you went without me. Or did you? I found your body and the empty bottle. I know you took a potion, but was it poison or something else? What? We have Romeo and Juliet here. Here are two more identical bottles. I'm going to drink one of them, and then I'll join you one way or another. I love you for eternity, Luriana. It's a werewolf Romeo and Juliet. That's what we're reading right here.
Whatever killed this werewolf burned it up from the inside. Its throat and innards are more liquid than solid.
And died a horrible, painful death. Fair Verona.
That's curious.
You're curious. Dufay's diary. I mean, hopefully it was quick. Hey, Mythic. Diary of Antoine Dufay, Chamberlain of Cazador's Palace. The final page of the diary reads, I know enough about what the Master has in mind with his ritual that I refuse to be the stand-in for that missing brat Astarion. Even if Cazador finds my body, the potion Bone Cloak sold me is promised to provide a convincing illusion of death. Especially since I'll leave behind a look-alike potion of acid poison. It was bad. It was probably excruciatingly painful, and probably not very fast. My one regret is dear Lyriana, but I simply cannot trust her with the secret of my one chance of escape. When the potion wears off, Cazador will have ascended and will have need of my services, or he will be no more, and mastery of the palace will fall to me. Will encumber me. Go
Soldier.
fuck yourself.
Let's move.
Making me sweat.
Let's get going.
Careful, I bite.
Damn it.
Still alive, so that's progress.
Yes, I do. At
Seek
least
and
I'm
you
damn
shall
near
find.
positive that I do. If I don't, I'll have to go fetch somebody that has it. Oh, shit. Thank you for bringing that up now.
Looking ahead.
I really appreciate it. That's not something... can that be taught?
I applaud your taste.
Well, if it can, I don't have a scroll that does it.
Still breathing,
Balls.
despite everything. Best be on my way.
No, you need to
May
leave.
we
alone.
be worthy of you.
Oh, cursed to put my hands on everything.
I mean, there's gotta be. Although I don't send scrolls back here. Do they sell one? Yeah. You're not wrong. I really like the party. Gale, Karlak, Astarion, me. Like it's a pretty good setup. She is
Let
much
me
better
introduce
against
myself.
undead though.
I am Roland, the new ruler of Ramazith's Tower. All deals and sales made under previous ownership will be honored. I hope you enjoy this curated selection of goods for all your magical needs.
I love seeing him happy.
Take your time.
Well, not at the moment he doesn't. Buy some other shit off of him.
Thank you for visiting Sorceress Sundries.
They're all great together. Although, I will admit, the more that I think about doing a Dark Urge run and having Astarion, Blazel, and Minthara as my party, the more that I think about it, the more that I look forward to it.
How can I help you?
Good thought. It's gotta be. Yeah, it's gotta be at the temple.
Greetings, child of faith. Be welcome to the Stormshore Tabernacle. You have come far, I perceive. How may I serve you this day?
You got this scroll that I'm looking for? No. Fuck.
Divine protectors of Baldur's Gate, hear this humble.
Definitely see why you would. It's too invaluable to not really want a cleric. Like, you want a cleric.
No one stopped me yet.
Realistically, I should have always had a cleric with me. It didn't, though. I looked.
Whatever happens next, be sure that I will document it all as accurately as possible.
And I have to agree with Crespo there. Last run, I purposefully brought them with to everything because they were just that much more, like, they're so entertaining. Alright.
All's well, I hope, aside from the obvious.
Please
Your
join me.
dance card is full. Lose a partner, and there'll be room for me.
The bibliophile? Right.
Wonderful. I was beginning to feel a little left out.
Just mostly because I'm dreading doing your quest line. Because I'm going to cry on fucking stream.
A long way to go still.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
Minsk tries to get Astarion to eat fish. Wait. What? Please talk about that. Please talk about that. I have no idea what you're talking about. That sounds fucking fantastic. We'll run and grab Karlach's, deja vu moment. That's interesting. We'll run and get Karlach's elemental. Oh god.
Let's see what we're here. She claims she'd look into it.
Okay. Wait. Minsk also tells Astarion that if he shaved his head, they'd look like twins, and Astarion immediately has a panic text and says, God, I need to be able to use mirror. Oh, that's fucking hilarious. Oh my god. Wait, do I look like him? Wait, no, I don't look like him. God, I need a mirror. Oh, that's wonderful. Truly spectacular.
Gazette is a transcript of a conversation.
I love that. I absolutely love that. Any issues with stream quality tonight? Or connection? Because I did fiddle with things. Somehow the NVIDIA encoder had gotten turned off. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Cool, cool, cool. That is very purposefully an Hobbit reference.
Are the gods truly this petty?
What?
All's well, I hope, aside from the obvious.
It had to have been the NVIDIA encoder then. Cool. That's... Really nothing else has to change at this point. The only thing that will get added is when I finally manage to get a green screen set up for the augmented reality bullshit. Oh, I'm so looking forward to it. Quarta Suna. An excerpt from the Quarta Suna, a guide to sexuality, eroticism, and emotional fulfillment. Detailed diagrams accompany every page. On your journey to sensual alignment, not enlightenment, treat each passionate encounter as a dance. Your movements should flow from one to another, like a river through the mountains. For instance, it would likely be uncomfortable for you and your partner or partners to move immediately from the Bugbear Bend into the Underdark Choke. Instead, after strenuous positions, gentler ones such as threading the weave or transitive plane are encouraged. It is also important to treat your partner's care post-encounter as the final step to this dance. Recipes for scented oils for exhausted muscles, tea blends for sore throats, and massage tips can all be found in later chapters. Not picked up this year. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to this fully armed and operational Three Dog stream. Where and when I decided to do Palpatine, I'm not entirely sure. But it was a thing, ever so briefly. It actually, like, 100% fucked up around 9 o'clock because I thought it was a good idea to change something about how the audio was plugged in while the software was running, and that was not the smartest decision. So the stream like really got actually started around 9:15. Queen of Kingpins. Seems the Flaming Fist Mercenary Company has compiled a great deal of information on Nine Fingers and her crew, known as the Guild. Some heavy-named Tuskrant guarding some entrance the Fist are intrigued by. In fact, a very detailed account of the guild's muscle, and you note a tide of derision from the fist. Evidently, they don't find Tuskrunt and criminals like him too bright, not the sharpest scalpel in the surgeon kit, but Nine Fingers. I've heard they write in solid, fearful tones. Mysterious elixir. Provender Ledger and the Ballroom Door. Read the Provender Ledger. A ledger listing and tracking inventory of goods in regular use at the Tsar Palace, with categories for food and drink for servants and guests, cleaning supplies, including alchemical bloodstain remover from bone cloaks, opaque heavy curtains, candles of different sizes in yellow tallow and red and black wax, leather straps with buckles, balms and oils, and regular deliveries of Baldur's mouth broadsheets. The Ballroom Door. Chamberlain Dufay. Kazakaran dictionary we use to train new servants on how to operate the ballroom door has gone missing, and my signet ring alone won't do the job. Please have the servants sort this out. It shouldn't be my problem to solve. Godi. The note continues in different handwriting. Godi, the servants and I are thoroughly busy preparing for the Master's celebration. Get your bones out of the kennel and search every chamber on the vampire spawn level and quickly find that book. I mean, in an ideal world, everybody should have their own sex dungeon, but in an ideal world, hey, my favorite outfit in the game.
I'll take that.
That door is saturated with necrotic magic. Best keep my distance.
Alright, Shadowheart. It's what we brought you for. Although I think I may hang on to her. Thank you. Oh, Mythic, for bringing that up. I would have had to struggle and fuck around with that. I would have had to have done it eventually because I would have gotten here and been like shit. But better that I did it then instead of now.
The bedrooms. Never once slept in. This is where I took our guests. I'd entertained them here until Cazador appeared and took them away. No one ever died here, though. Something strange happened to that girl.
The corpse does not respond.
Never a dull moment.
Wanna dance?
Why don't I just keep Karlak equipped to loot things? Journal. Deliria's private diary. Before I was Deliria, vampire spawn slave to Cazador Zar, I was Dr. Deliria, physician general to the Parliament of Baldur's Gate. Spawn or no, I'm still Dr. Deliria, and I will not submit to this lowly status. The others say vampirism is a curse, but in my educated opinion, it's a disease and therefore must be vulnerable to medical treatment. I believe a massive infusion of fresh, youthful blood may overwhelm the vampirism infection and enable my body to heal. There is one potential source of such blood here, Victoria, the as yet pure-blooded daughter of Leon Onofrio. Leon was a sorcerer before he was a vampiric slave, and has warned us not to prey upon Victoria, as he has imbued her with a counter curse in the event of attack. In the event of attack, made her a necrotic booby trap, as it were. I think Leon is bluffing. No. No. I am going to be reading everything as I find them, so it's completely okay if you want to bug out for this one. I would totally understand. Kozakaran Dictionary. Book is a dictionary of the ancient Kozakaran language. From the distant land of Karatur, flipping through the pages, you find certain words and phrases underlined: open, enter, beware, forbidden, seal.
A dictionary. Looks like some kind of ancient language.
Lady Tanis was talking about one of the streamers that she watches. He's been playing through the original BioShock. I want to stream that so bad. That and Arkham. Arkham City and BioShock. But I want to finish Baldur's Gate.
Well, hello.
Yes. Well.
A crooked touch.
Wonderfully written from outside, and I imagine even more so once you play him as an origin character.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Just keep cleaning. Don't stop cleaning.
Behold, one of Cazador's cheapest tricks. An illusionary. Behind it is the kennel. A fetid little cell he throws into when displeased.
I must be busy. Busy, busy, busy. Master might see me. Master might approve.
You would stream the other Fallouts. You would do more than New Vegas. I know you would.
This is where the spawn were kept. When we were getting neither the carrot nor the stick.
What's cooking?
I was telling Cartley about your first time dropping on a bile type and killing it. And I got a message on Facebook. That's a serious thing. Yeah, because it's harder now. It's harder to do now than it used to be. I guess they used to go down really easily to doing a pod drop, but you can do it now. But they have to be almost dead in order to make it work, or you have to hit them just the right spot, I guess. Violet's diary. Hee the garlic in Yusin's bed gave him a nasty rash. It serves him right for being such a whining runt. Now, if only I could get at that snob Leon and his brat of a daughter. She's protected. Cazador must have a fine plan for little Victoria. I wonder what it is. Ledger, blood donors. Cazador's finest. When you're on the hunt, take prey by preference from the city's lower classes. Patriarchs may smell better, but it will attract unwanted attention if too many aristocrats vanish when they're out slumming. In the last month, you already brought in a Dlusker, a Jasso, and an Othu. And now 3 wealthy families are up in arms. Watch it. Chamberlain Dupé. Love and hugs to all of you, by the way. Identifying and sympathizing with these characters is a way of confronting and helping to understand a lot of what have endured and have gone through. And in a way, and especially in the format that it's presented, is a really good way to heal. Is anybody other than me going to go to the Chicago Fan Expo? Crespo. August. Chicago Fan Expo. Tony and I are going. Favored Spawn Ledger. Favored Spawn, Cazador's best prey hunters who are entitled to stay at the special bedchamber here to date. Leon, Violet, Leon. Leon's diary. Diary of Leon Onufrio, final page. Ever since the master turned me and forced me to bring Victoria along into the palace, I've had to be his best hunter just so I could stay in here with my daughter and keep her away from the other spawn. I don't like the way Violet looks at her. Not at all. When I ask the master what he plans to do with Victoria, Cazador just gives me that wicked smile. Next time I get out on a hunt, must talk to Figaro to finalize the deal for Victoria's escape disguise. Only there's enough time before this ritual the master talks about. Sorry. I wish we could all go. I really do. Apart from it would be wonderful to actually meet everybody. the Chicago Fan Expo, the list of people that are set to be there, it just continues to get extra fucking ridiculous. Like, they keep adding more people to it. Like the last big pair that they announced, both Mark Hamill and Hayden Christensen together will be. And we'll be offering like a dual thing where it's either a photograph or a like autograph signing thing, but you can at the very least take a picture with father and son Skywalker together. And I don't know if it's ever happened before where you could do that.
So much to prepare. For the fresh meat and not tonight.
Cool. That's cool.
Don't touch me.
It's gotta be clean.
What to do?
It's gotta be immaculate.
Everybody in, everybody in, everybody in, everybody in.
So you've come home,
Everybody that's
little
necessary
one,
is in.
and come to visit Godie in your old kennel.
It's taking everything I have not to grind your rotten carcass to dust.
Don't be mad at Godie, child. I only did my job, only kept you in line.
You tortured us. For days at a time.
Oh, yes. And you sang so sweetly for me. None of the others screamed like you did. But you're home now, and you brought me a treat, eh? A new friend for Godie.
Lay a hand on me and lose it, Bones. Actually, you know, no. Well, yeah, I have to do it now.
Not very nice. Not very friendly. Why are you here then, little one, if not to see Godie?
Isn't it obvious? I'm going to kill Cazador.
How dare you? As if you could lay a finger on the master, you ungrateful little brat! Godie will not let you get away with blasphemy. Godie will see you punished!
I'm still gonna eat while I do it, but Godie is about to get his ass whooped by just Karlach.
So much to do. So much to prepare. Tonight we shall see his true form.
There's an inscription on the ring. Looks like the same language as that book from earlier.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Sorry, I wanted to eat that for a while. Definitely have onions to pick up real quick, though. Hang on.
It's gotta be clean. It's gotta be immaculate.
Bless us, Master. May we be worthy of you.
Alrighty then. Alrighty then.
Everything's stayed interesting. Everything must be perfect.
Someone there?
I'm gonna do this now because it is an unfortunate thing that has to be.
There is so much to do. So much to prepare.
You're violent.
Let's turn someone inside out. Sounds like fun.
All's well that
Whether
ends.
it's now or
As bad as
when
it
I
can.
engage the room of baddies, they're going to attack. So.
I'm so tired. It'll be over soon. I can rest soon.
What happens if you knock them out?
Let's march!
Just keep cleaning. Don't
Same.
stop cleaning.
Never once thought.
You're violent.
Don't burn yourself.
Thank you, Crespo.
Your violence hasn't gone unnoticed. It's about to be returned in kind.
Let's cook with fire, baby.
Well, my name is Commander Shepard, and the only way that I believe in playing Mass Effect is by being Paragon. There's another one to stream. Mass Effect 1 through 3 on Insanity. Yes, I'm a difficulty masochist in that as well. It's so satisfying to save the masked people in Ethel's lair. Understandable.
The door is covered in intricate text, but you can't see anywhere a key might fit. Only a small round hollow engraved with a family crest. Looking closer, you recognize the writing. It's the same Kozakuran script from the dictionary you found.
I have Gandalf trying to open the door to the Mine of Moria playing in my head right now, claiming that meme idea. Asto Bethlamen.
The ring slots perfectly
Hey,
into
Dro.
place, and the door swings open.
I've thought about doing the same thing that I've never played through it either. And there's been so much talk, especially Carly lately. So much talk about Dragon, or the new Dragon. And I know that, especially Origins, it is supposed to be the closest thing that, or Baldur's Gate is the closest thing that we've gotten to a good fantasy CRPG since that. At least that's what I've heard. Oh, excuse me. Characters seem interesting, and I want to check it out for a while. I just can't put down Baldur's Gate yet. And I honestly, there's so much of me that feels bad. I was wrapping up my heavy playtime of Baldur's Gate probably around the time that I started the Faerun News radio page, and writing the pieces has kept me into it, and the stream has kept me involved with Baldur's Gate. And I still have endless list of like shit to talk about with it. But I had played Baldur's Gate almost consistently at least once a day since launch. I played so much of it. I played so much of this. So very much of Baldur's Gate. It took me, oh shit, I didn't mean to. It took me so long to finally sink my teeth back into something else. Helldivers has been the first real big thing that has managed to significantly pull me away. I have been enjoying the absolute fuck out of spreading managed democracy.
Don't burn yourself. Don't mind if I do.
By the way, now that that's a thing, Hartley, Crespo, dive. Potentially after the stream. We can find a fourth. But there's three. It's a good one. And it's such a good one. Baldur's is a wonderful game to play as a comfort thing.
Covered.
My biggest comfort thing lately has still probably been, since July of last year, it's pretty much been Ted Lasso. Very much so, Crespo. Very much. Very much so. At some point, I want to like actually sit. I want to sit down and have you somehow be able to put on Ted Lasso, and I'll put it on and we'll remotely watch it together. And I'm down to do that with anybody that wants to. Fuck, I shouldn't have done what I just did.
Can you feel death's cold grip?
Have you ever licked a lamppost in the winter? Myself, no.
Yes, here.
I know it's part of a joke, but there were a group of kids at my bus stop when I was in elementary school that convinced one of the, well, looking back now, understand and recognize was one of the special needs kids at school. Convinced him to lick a pole. January in Wisconsin. It was cold enough that it did the whole freezing to the pole bit right out of A Christmas Story. Fire department had to be called and everything. Sorry, I can't see sticking your tongue to a pole without thinking about that. I just want to take a second and say I appreciate all of you. It is the biggest treat to be able to turn the stream on and to know that you all enjoy it. It means the world, and I so enjoyed it. I really do. And it wouldn't be the same without all of you. So thank you. Again, from the bottom of my heart.
Shadows.
And I always look forward to having it. I really do. I thought we had it back. I thought we had it back. Thank you, Carla. Oh, I wanted to quick mention it here in case you didn't see the post via Favorite News Radio. The Discord is live.
Can't stay idle.
It is set to go. It is up. I don't think there's any issues so far, so the invite link is posted. I will pin it. Because it isn't pinned, but it is one of the last, it is, I think, the last thing that FNR posted. But yeah, the Discord is live. Could have been live a while ago, I just didn't understand that nothing else had to be done. Alright, just finish up. Yes, you have. Yes, you have. And it has been the most fun.
Step quick.
There's another rat. Why can I group?
I've got a long road ahead.
Alright, now I know that there's a bunch of hidden shit to this. Oh god, I am hella hungry all of a sudden. This was only designed to whet our appetites. That was totally an ADD tangent thing here for a second. That was a Bond movie Roger Moore quote. Spy Who Loved Me, I think. And that leads me back to Father's Day. Got to go to the Chicago Museum of Science and Industry, where they have from, I think it's like whatever time it started to October or November, they have a Bond exhibit, like James Bond. Got to see the '64 Aston Martin. Got to see the car that they flipped so many times in Casino Royale that it set a world record. Got to see the Golden Gun. Got to see a Moonraker laser. The car in The Spy Who Loved Me that goes underwater. It was so fucking cool. It was so cool. And I will post pictures if people want to see them. That could be a Discord. But yeah, I just wanted to share that. It was so fantastic. Dad would have loved it. He really would. Alturiak, 1477. Until I was 13 years of age, I didn't know that Uncle Cazador was a vampire. That indeed my entire family were vampires, going back generations. Growing up on the Tsar country estate near Angavled, raised by old family servants, I rarely visited our city palace in Baldur's Gate. When I did, I couldn't wait to leave and return to the country. The city palace, straddling the wall between the upper and lower city, was more than creepy. It was somehow chilling. Amanita Tsar. The butler's cane has a knob on the end. This comedy of errors centers around the butler, Vincent Raspington, who, though he is a silly dragonborn with stiff manners and a generally baffled attitude to the goings-on of fine, fair ladies and their gentlemen, ends up going arse over tea kettle into extremely erotic situations with the local nobility. Needless to say, he's unprepared for it. There's a particularly good sequence in which Vincent, a 7-foot-tall dragonborn, must pretend to be a shy little gnome named Missy Wimplesnatch during a banquet. guffaw nar. Hee hee ho hum, etc. Was he in for a surprise? A gigantic surprise. Oh hell, yeah, he absolutely will. Oh wow. What was his reaction? Like stunned, baffled disbelief. Just very little. There is very little that I don't know. Tarsic, 1477. On my 13th birthday, I was summoned to the city palace by Uncle Cazador. Old Drossel hitched the team to the best carriage and drove me to Black Dragon Gate, where I was met by porters and a litter to carry me through the upper city to Zar Palace. The Chamberlain was waiting to conduct me to the ballroom, a chamber mysterious to me, as I'd never been allowed to enter it before. Amanita Zar. Myrtle, 1477. The whole family was waiting for me. Every living Tsar. Uncle Cazador, Grand Dame Vistula, Grand Aunt Dralia, and Cousin Blovart. There was a gilded clavichord on a dais that was playing without anyone sitting at the keyboard. 4 of them were sitting on armchairs in a semicircle facing me. Uncle commanded me to approach him and look him in the eye. I did. Amanita Zar. I love geography. I love geography. It was one of my favorite topics. Trying to think it. Don't know if I really had ever any decently or attractive teachers. I don't think so. There were attractive staff, most of them. I've never had that treatment. Oh wait, no, I love it. I don't. Attractive teachers didn't come until, or attractive teacher didn't come until way later. Higher education. Wonderful woman. Incredibly smart. One of my favorite professors. Shut the fuck up. Europe I would do mostly out of background knowledge of World War II history. Why am I picking stuff up as my character? Stop picking things up.
Damn, it's good to be alive.
Flame Rule 1477. I succumb. I am a vampire and damned. I curse the name of Tsar and reject it. Now I stay in the attic by choice and write my little histories. I am Lady Incognita. Amanita is no more. You had to have been bored in high school. Unbelievably, ridiculously bored. Out of everybody that I have ever met, Crespo, you are one of the absolute smartest fucking people I have ever met. If it was truly quantified with how many people that you have done their college homework for, all 4 years, how many degrees, being realistic, sit down and think about it, how many degrees and in what do you think you'd actually have if you got to be the one to cross the bridge? You would you would have graduated at least 4 times. At least. But I want you to sit down and think about it, like actually think about it. Kithorn, 1477. Uncle Cazador made me a vampire, but I refused to participate in the family rites. He gave me the hunger, but he could not break my will. He had Blovart imprison me in the attic. I weakened. They sent up human blood, and eventually I drank. For a year, they stopped sending me anything. I tore at the walls in frustration. Then they sent up a bound captive. Amanita Tsar. Care for creatures of the astral plane. A scroll written by an astral plane zoologist as to the care of space hamsters, especially those imbued with the rare feature of being extremely tiny, though no less cosmic and incredible. The scroll advises the reader to feed it no red meat, which is bad for its digestive system, and no foods high in sugar, because it will go absolutely coconuts. Above all, the scroll advises love, for a space hamster is ultimately a friend waiting to be loved, and with abundant love to give back. That was government was, I enjoyed government. That was one of my, I moved to Michigan for a year. Like, it was a little jarring. Like, sophomore year of high school, I finally, like, really found my niche, and that was when I got super involved with the theater, but then junior year, moved to Michigan. Dad's company was sold. And then senior year moved back, but anyway, the government teacher in Michigan, that was who introduced me to the West Wing, which for anybody that hasn't seen it is one of the best television dramas that you will ever see in your entire life. I think it still holds the record for most Emmys awarded to a dramatic series ever. It still holds the record. probably find we all may have had very similar experiences. I think we're all very similar in that regard. I was a huge daydreamer. That was on every single report card. From first, like, all the way up. Huzzah. I don't know if I've ever actually looked through this entire place. And I also want to say that it's been nice to actually read through the notes and properly read through them, because you bet that I've never actually read all of them. I've read them.
If you insist.
You bounced back, though. At least I think you did. The fun social side has definitely come back, I would say. Don't ever change. Is that everything? It looks like everything up here. We're gonna go a little over this time because of the mix-up at the very beginning. Yep, that's the treasure room.
Here goes.
Oh, there's very little delay tonight. Excellent. Hey, I'm finally figuring out how to dial in streaming settings. God, it took me long enough. Oh, there's been so much shit to learn. Endless fucking shit to learn with all this. What I really need to do is I need to take a single solid day, a whole day, of just clipping a bunch of things that has been done in the stream and like are related to different articles, and do all the voice work for them and assemble as many videos as I can. Those are just, it'll get easier as I do more of them, but they are such a thing to put together. Like, they're not the easiest things to make. It's taken so long to get it all working. And thank you. It's been worth it. It has been so much fun. And it is something that I have always, everybody that I know has always told me to do it. But it's such a thing. The Gates pub crawl guide This excerpt from the Gates Pub Crawl Guide suggests that more than one drink was imbibed during its writing. Imagine that. Everyone goes on about the elf song, how iconic it is, how interesting its ghost is. Well, boo, I say. I wish to have music drama, and I can't with a spirit jealous enough to stop any but itself performing. Therefore, it is with stupendous delight that I suggest many other glorious boozing establishments. Take the Blushing Mermaid, where you can watch Shimmer the Siren dazzle the crowd, or simply enjoy its swashbuckling patrons sing shanties and beat one another into oblivion. Or mayhaps you fancy a delightful venue with live music and the most sour waitstaff you've ever met. If so, the Singing Lute is for you. Tucked away by the harbor, it's perfect for a romantic evening. If nothing else, Hank's delightful demeanor will make you grateful for your beloved. However, there remains another watering hole, one that only the most daring, the most courageous of patrons go. Should you wish to test your mettle and rub shoulders with the city's secret underbelly, I can only tell you this: enjoy the Guildhall. Really? Do not let the perfect be the enemy of good. There is a thing that it's one of those inspirational phrases that normally I always kind of like groan over, but something about it hit me, and it's been my background for a while on my phone. Your first podcast, your first video, your first, and it goes through a bunch of different, your first whatever, aren't going to be perfect. Don't let that stop. I'll get you in. Sansi, I've been invited to play at a party at the Tsar Palace tonight in their ballroom. Show the Chamberlain at the door this note, and he'll let you in to join me. Wear your best dress. Cirilla. Alright, this time, I'm not going to bring any of the party guests back to camp. And on top of that, now we know, never resurrect them in front of Dean Caleb. Unless you want things to get very bad.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
And see, there's Minecraft clips on my YouTube channel, because I've had a YouTube channel since YouTube was created. Our first defeat of a wither is on my YouTube channel. That was fun. But I've always like hit the record button on a bunch of different things. But I could talk about that endlessly. Who are you?
Sterlac, senior clerk in counting house.
What was a clerk doing here?
Enjoying party, drinking, talking.
Talking about what?
Work, counting house, who controls what? Wanted names of senior staff, families, any scandals, secrets.
Withers, is that you? I wish that were a question that you could ask. Who else was here?
Politicians, minor nobles, fist officers, all sorts.
They do. Thankfully, it's nowhere near as obvious as it is, say, for example, in Skyrim. Like, when you talk to, hell, it's almost like they use the same 10 voice actors in Skyrim. and they never knew how to change their voice in any significant way. Like, every once in a while you'd find a good one, but what did he want with these people?
Information. Asked so many questions. Power structures in city. Weaknesses. Who he needed to control.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
I know, right? I still remember you mentioning that when I spoke to the Pigeon Commander. That, yeah, I still can't believe that. That's one of the funniest fucking things ever. Come on, I don't have all day. Oh god, I can't. The Pigeon Commander's so well done that like any impression that I attempt to do is just going to fall flat. I really have to work at it. I tried during the stream. I don't think I got very close. God, the pigeon's so fucking. The party planner. This seems to be the working notebook used by a certain Chamberlain Dufay to plan Cazador's gatherings in the mansion ballroom. Functions are divided into two categories, those for invited guests and those for involuntary guests. The entertainment for the latter category being considerably more sinister than the former. The final handwritten entry is below. Master has ordered a special party, a final feast, he said. This will be my ultimate test, but I am prepared, and I'm sure the guests, both invited and involuntary, will be thrilled to participate. I can imagine this being done by one DM. I have a harder Skyrim just with being the style of game that it is. It broke the suspension of disbelief. I don't know, because I mean we had it in Oblivion before that as well. The Annals of Baldur's Gate. Preface. Preface. Centuries ago, a young man sailed from the village of Grey Harbor. Where he went, what he saw, and the deeds he accomplished are simple legends today, but the wealth he returned with years later is a hard fact. Baldurin made Grey Harbor rich. His gold built docks, funded businesses, and raised strong walls to protect it all. One of the gates into this flourishing city was named in his honor, but so great was the wealth that flowed through it that the name of the gate became more famous than the village that started it all. The name Grey Harbor has been relegated to dusty history books and ancient maps, but Baldur's Gate? That name is on the lips of every traveler in Faerûn.
What's this?
Therapeutics. An excerpt from Marguerite Ogier's Therapeutics. Discussions with the Oniromancer yield nothing of merit so far. New incense and hallucinogens trigger nothing. Another fruitless day. Something's happened. The Oniromancer ingested something one of her own clients recommended. She refuses to divulge the name of the substance, but her dreams were scrawled on the nearby blank canvas as we'd intentioned. Here is what the painting shows. Depictions follow of weird lumbering shapes sailing over cities, metal windmills attached to their sides, and here oblongs fitted with wheels tearing locomotive across a track, and here a mechanized person waving directly at them. I think that might be one of the most unsettling things that I've ever read in Baldur's Gate. Out of everything that I've read on the stream so far, that was
No
unsettling.
one back home will ever believe this.
What did she see? The fucking Eldrazi or some shit?
You stand on a clean metal platform. A beautiful but antiquated elevator. There are some scuffs to show its age, signs of things dragged onto it over the years. But it seems to be in good working order.
What in the hells? I never knew this was here. This was always Cazador's private quarters. Only he ever came in here. Well, him and the unfortunate souls we brought to feed him.
Alright. Here's what's gonna happen. I am going to dip out of the palace. I'm going to quick save it before I do. Just quick save it right fucking here. Alright. I'm gonna dip out of the palace. Head to camp. Long rest. Talk to anybody that needs to be talked to.
Astarion. Are the gods truly this petty?
There better be a soft bedroll in my near future.
Well, they were about to have dialogue. But, once I am long rested, I'm going to call the stream for the night. And then the next stream will be Cazador. The rest of Cazador's palace and Cazador himself. I think that's a good place, or a good ending point. Cartley. Crespo.
I never quite realized how burdened I was until I met you. The threat of the Shadow Curse, the politics of the Grove.
But
I was
freedom
forgetting
doesn't
who I
always
was.
come free.
But you lifted the fog. Thank you.
Oh, right, to go underneath the... Right. Glowing jars near the cells to get an HP boost. Next stream, remind me of that one. That one I feel like I'm gonna forget. Glowing jars. Well, you lifted the fog, thank you. So the fog's lifted. What have you discovered?
You. I discovered you.
No shit.
I have lived a very long time.
Okay.
I have taken many lovers. My heart does not stir lightly. But it does now.
But it's Daddy Halson. I got Karlach. And I love that woman. But it's Daddy Halson. What are you saying exactly?
I want more than to fight at your side, or sit around the campfire with you. I want to lay with you under the stars and feel your skin against mine. But tell me I'm wrong, and the matter can rest. I do not wish to sour our friendship, but I have to know if it can be something more.
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't interested, but I'm already in a
You
relationship.
have bonded with Karlach, body and soul. Her scent lingers on your skin. If there is to be anything between us, it must be with her consent. And perhaps someday, her participation.
You just want to share? What do you mean?
Some treat their relationships like a walled garden. Tidy, tamed, cut off from the world. That is their right, but it is not for me. I do as nature does, and let my heart run wild. Desire flourishes wherever it finds purchase.
Look like a vault suit. I didn't. Not until you just pointed it out.
It has its place,
don't
but
believe in
it is
monogamy,
not
do
for
you?
me. The wolf mates for life, but the bear roams free and partners as its instinct dictates. I need to stay true to my nature, and you to yours. Perhaps you are like me, or perhaps not.
What happens if I say I'll speak with Karlach? Come on, y'all have to know. I know y'all know. Okay. Nope. 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 I'm sorry. I'm in a relationship and I don't want to jeopardize it.
I understand. And I still cherish our relationship. Still, I could not have forgiven myself had I not taken the plunge. Better to have tried and failed.
I wasn't expecting that conversation. Wow.
First you cleave my heart in twain, now you shatter it to pieces. My son, a monster. Twisted beyond recognition. To think my blood flows through those veins. Is this my fate? To be freed from Gortash's hell, only to be trapped in yours?
It isn't what you think. It never was.
You turned your back on me, on your city, to chase the she-devil and her power. She stinks up the place even now. It
Why
is
is the final
exactly
battle music
what
playing?
I think.
Alright, you know what? I'm not fucking around with talking to you.
Ravenguard's tadpole clenches as your memories and wills flow into him.
My tears wounds.
He just needs to be shown.
I'm in your mind.
The Grand Duke sees Mizora and her infernal sisters. He sees the agony in Will's face as an impossible choice is set before him.
No. My son.
The past becomes present, and Will's thoughts are laid bare. Ravenguard sees Will partnering with Mizora to defeat Tiamat's cultists before they could lay siege to Baldur's Gate, and he sees everything beyond. The Nautiloid journey, The perilous path to Moonrise.
To Gravenguard,
the astral prison. And the Emperor within.
Well, everything I did for Baldur's Gate. I did for you.
He's like the immovable paladin. Yeah. I'd feel the same. It's the truth, Ravengard. Will has always been a faithful defender of Baldur's Gate.
My son. You sold your soul to save Baldur's Gate, and I cast you out for it. You gave yourself to the Hell's eternal fires so I might walk free. By the gods. Can you ever forgive me?
For science.
There's nothing to forgive. You wanted to protect the city. I only ever wanted the same.
You are a better man than most, and a better son than I deserve. I'll yet make amends, but my duty is first and foremost to the city and its people. There's something I must ask of you.
Go on.
Before I was captured, I was on a mission. Returning from Elturel, I discovered the plans of the Absolutists. I immediately realized the city couldn't defend itself against such an army. I didn't despair, because the city has a secret guardian, a worm that sleeps beneath. He can be called upon in times of great need. This is such a time. You've been trained in the ways of the great champions and proven to be
here
one
we
of
have the Baldur's
The
Gate
world
version
will
of the
answer
National
your call.
Geographic route.
You must
to
seek him out.
Animal Planet. Oh wait, what? Nope, they're turning back into people. Then cut the camera.
A bronze dragon, yes. He sleeps beneath us even now, awaiting a hero to rouse him. The worm goes by many names. Answer, the waiting storm, the heart of the gate. He promised Balduran he'd protect the city if ever its existence was threatened.
Ain't nothing
but just the
mammals.
once. Since then, the city
Or a
has
wild
faced
shape and an
countless threats,
an arch
but we
fruit.
always
Sorry, I thought you
overcame.
said arachnid.
There was never a need to call on the worm.
Went back to Karnas.
Until the Absolute is the greatest threat Baldur's Gate ever faced. The worm must be awakened, and the task falls to you. Take this.
Look at the size of this one.
The legend
Now that's
of
a
Ansur.
bear. That's a real
An ancient
bear.
epic.
Oh my god.
Ill-remembered. Dismissed
see
as
the
a mere
size of it?
tale. Let it set the path before you.
Wouldn't you rather wake the dragon yourself?
The legend has it that Ansur will only answer to a proven
did.
hero of the city.
And didn't think to use speak
Until
to
a moment
animals,
ago,
which he
I
knew was a
thought that
potion.
was me. But is he who rejects his own child a hero? What of he who calls his brave son a monster? You showed me the truth. You showed me that I was the one who turned his back. You showed me that Will may be the future of Baldur's Gate, and well beyond it.
Will, what do you make of this?
Baldur's Gate stands on the brink of the abyss. My father was clear. We awaken the worm and take back the city.
Will, you are more valorous than Balduran himself. May the city know the truth of my only son. Pride of Ravengard. Pride of Baldur's Gate.
Do that thing I like. Do the last thing you do with your paw. Yeah, he would. Oh, man. My little sister's best friend is a huge Halson fan. God, she would enjoy the fuck out of this shit. I feel like I need to talk to Karlak after all that.
Hey.
Oh god, yeah, I really need to talk to her. Ugh. That's a lot. How did you end up with such a contraption in your chest? We'll just go through them.
The year, 10 air. The place, sleepy little town called Baldur's Gate. Our hero, Karlak, a knock-kneed delinquent from the outer city with everything to give and nothing to lose. I was a kid looking for a way to fill my days and make some cash when I fell into the wrong crowd. Worked for a guy I respected. A lot. Turns out the feeling wasn't mutual. Through the jigs and the reels, he made a deal with Zariel behind my back. You know Zariel, right? Archdevil of Avernus. She put this thing in my chest and set me to work. Well, to war. I learned quick how to stay alive. And the engine served me when it came to killing devils. 10 years of that. The stories I could tell.
Go on. Tell them.
I'll mete out the best ones bit by bit, so you always have a reason to keep me around. Clever, right?
In your expert opinion, what's the best way to kill a devil?
Depends on the type. Ice devils hate an inferno, but that's an easy one. Orthons love projectiles. What they don't love is getting their bombs lobbed right back in their faces. Demons, on the other hand, every demon is absolutely singular. You can't ever think you've got them typed out. Sharp instincts, sharp weapons, and a knack for improvisation. That's the only way to survive them. Anyway, what were we talking about? Darling?
Darling. You've got your second upgrade. What does it feel?
Incredible. Like I'm really alive. Like we can finally be real. I can be close to you now without fear, without thinking too hard. We can just be.
I've never been more excited for anything in my life.
I was hoping you'd say that. What's on your mind?
How was it, being in the House of Hope?
Ugh, thank the gods it's over, I say. My last trip to the Hells ever.
I knew we'd make it out in one piece.
Right you are. Got what we came for, and then some. Engine's burning like a bat out of Avernus again, though. Gods, I almost forgot how hot this thing is. Don't worry about me. I'll be fine. Probably. What's on your mind?
You and Mizora seem to know each other. How?
We were both part of Zariel's inner circle. In the grand scheme of things, I'm inconsequential to Zariel. Sure, I've got the engine, but I wasn't even her strongest fighter. But she favored me like a child favors a captive pet. Mizora envied the attention, I suppose. I'm sure when Zariel gave her the order to hunt me down, Mizora was delighted.
I can see why you were so keen to escape.
No kidding. The fighting, the chaos, the betrayal. It had the makings of a good stage show, but I did not want to be one of the players.
Do you think she'll be coming after you? Or she'll keep coming after you?
I don't know. You'd think she'd have more important things to do. Devils and their pride.
No matter what, I get that. Option number one. And I hate that. I absolutely hate it. No, definitely not me, Crespo. For science, we might have to see what Shadowheart's wearing.
Still alive, so that's progress.
Alright. And with that, let's see if there's going to be any middle of the night surprises, but I don't think so. I think we're good. Alright, everybody. It has been a long one, but it's been a long one after a pretty decent audio fuck-up. My little brother gets married tomorrow. Tomorrow, starting in 9 minutes. So that is a thing. There will be no stream tomorrow. Shoot for Sunday. More than likely Sunday. If for some reason things are still going on and because family will still be in town, Sunday's not able to be a thing, I will turn the stream on Monday in the event that there's no stream on Sunday. But so either Sunday or Monday. We'll see you then. Have to actually manage to turn the software back on or turn the other screen back on because I ran things a little bit differently tonight. But alright, with that, you all have a wonderful night, have a good Friday, and enjoy your weekend. I will certainly enjoy tomorrow. Have a good